Hey guys, what's up? Cormando here. Welcome to my NXT TakeOver Dallas predictions video. We're gonna get straight to this. Probably gonna have a bit of a, I don't know, controversial opinion on this. Probably an opinion that a lot of people don't agree with. But we'll get to it. I'll start with the matches. Or maybe I should just get to what I'm wanting to say, but I don't think NXT's been very good the last few months. There's been some moments that've been okay, like there was a good match on this week's one with American Alpha. They had a good match, and the Revival had a decentish match as well. But a lot of the times it's been quite boring, and like nothing really happening, and matches have just been like filled with loads of rest holds. Like that week where Samoa Joe faced Sami Zayn, oh my god. That was almost an hour of rest holds, and I'm not even exaggerating that much. I don't understand. People were like jizzing about this match, and I was like, that was one of the most boring matches I have ever seen in my life. Yeah, there was a couple of good moments, but the rest of it, they were just sitting there doing fuck all. It was so boring. I don't get why people were loving that match. I mean, and then after that, I started to watch Lucha Underground this season. Amazing, the best bloody wrestling product out there right now. When I watched it, and then they had like I can't remember what it was, but almost every week with Lucha Underground, it's been amazing. Especially the last few weeks, like oh my lord. Um, and then like that week after when they had that match, Sami Zayn Samoa Joe, they had like I think it was like an epic triple threat match or something. But it was really good, just action packed from start to finish. No, none of this rest holds crap all the time, which is what I hate. Like rest holds can work, or it can work if it's not done for like an hour, literally an hour. Um, but like when it started off, I was like, okay, they're just getting the hang of each other, doing the whole trying to get the I don't know, I can't remember what they say, but try to get a feel of each other or whatever. And okay, an hour later, we're still doing this. That isn't entertaining to me. That's boring. But anyways, and then there was Emma versus Asuka. I think that was last week or something. It was pretty much the same thing. Loads of rest holds. Just very boring and not a lot happening. But anyways, let's get on to the matches. Austin Aries versus Baron Corbin. And there's only been one appearance by Austin Aries. I thought he had a match or something at one of the tapings. I remember hearing he had a match, but didn't air anyway. But Baron Corbin attacked him like ages ago, and then that was kind of it. He had an interview, Austin Aries, and then Baron Corbin had an awesome promo on this week's episode of NXT. That was his best promo I've ever seen him do. It was really good. He's improved a lot. If he continues doing stuff like that, that was really, really good. But the build just, not really much to it. He attacked him. Aries replied with a little interview, and then Baron Corbin had that little interview thing on this or promo on this week's, and that was it. I mean, there should have been so much more. It's not like they don't have time. I don't feel they use the hour of NXT right. They use a lot of bloody filler and promos, advertising crap on the network and stuff. Not using the time right, in my opinion. But this Austin Aries will win this. I think it'll be a good match. I think it'll be all right. But people are like jizzing over like Sami Zayn and Shinsuke Nakamura. Like, yeah, it will likely be a good match, but we should be building to the show. Like I remember back like Hell in a Cell last year, Taker Lesnar was like an amazing match, but there was no build to it. Like it shouldn't be that way. They should be building to the show, and we should want to see the matches. The people with the takeovers, like, oh, takeover is going to be amazing, but the weeks leading up to it, it isn't. I'm not saying it should be balls out, amazing and crazy, but it should be decent, and I wouldn't even really say it's that. But Austin Aries for the win. Next, with the Revival, Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder versus American Alpha, Jason Jordan and Chad Gable. And pretty much the same thing with the build. I mean, the only build really was just this episode that I just watched, where, if you could even call it build, where the Revival watched American Alpha their match that you've seen them watching, and then American Alpha watch the Revival, and that's it. That is all the build to this, really. Well, if you count. Interruptions are lovely. If you count Jason Jordan and that pretty much defeating every team, I guess you could count that as build. They have defeated pretty much every team in NXT. Even like the Ascension, they came back, and a couple of others. And the Revival's been good. You know, they've been. I like these two teams. They're really good, and their matches are really good. I just want to see more build. You know, I really want to see more build. I want to see NXT be more interesting because it hasn't been the last while. I remember I seen someone's bio on Twitter, and it said NXT was better back in 2013, and I was like, I agree, because at least there was stuff happening then. Like that, and I'll speak about it in a minute with Sami Zayn, but I think this will be Jason Jordan, Chad Gable. They'll win this year, since they've pretty much been undefeated for a long ass time. But yeah, like Corey Graves was saying, he thinks this match could steal the show, and I honestly agree. If they're allowed to do what they do, it could be absolutely incredible. And it's for the NXT Tag Titles as well, just in case you didn't know that. And next we have Apollo Crews versus Elias Samson. I actually liked when Elias Samson came out and started playing the guitar. Like, he actually got probably the best heel reaction that I've seen in a long time. Probably the best overall reaction on NXT. Like at that set of tapings, like I feel there's been a lot of randoms, I think, in the crowd, a lot of not so hardcore fans or whatever, because the crowds haven't been great lately. Been very quiet. But when he came out and started playing the guitar, they bloody went nuts and were booing him like hell. And I thought he was going to get in and maybe have a brawl, but he just wandered away back. It was an alright moment. With Apollo Crews, and there's been a little build. It only started a couple of weeks ago, so it's sort of understandable, but I feel NXT is just gonna get complacent in their success. But well, I don't know who could win this one. Maybe Elias Samson. I don't know. I'll go Elias Samson, but I don't know. They haven't really done much with Apollo Crews, so maybe Samson will win it. I'll go Samson. Now, next one. We have Sami Zayn versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Now, when it was first announced, it was an awesome moment. Not gonna lie, it was an awesome moment. Both when it was like revealed, like spoiler style, and when I actually watched the episode, it was pretty cool. And like I don't like follow Japanese wrestling or anything. I only hear like the big news or what have you. And I've only seen little bits of Nakamura, but I hear he's really good. And apparently people think this will be an amazing match. It likely will. And we did get a Sami Zayn interview on this week's episode of NXT, but that's really it when it comes to the build to this match. I understand that he's debuting at TakeOver. Maybe just could have done a little bit more. I mean, there's some cool video packages and what have you. But it's okay. I don't like I pretty much said it now already, but I don't like that they're sort of just like, oh well, the takeovers will be good. We don't really need to do anything else. I don't like the way of thinking really. But Shinsuke will win this one without a doubt. Like Sami Zayn was saying, which made a lot of sense, that Shinsuke sort of trying to do what he did with Cesaro back in 2013 it would have been when he debuted, or 2012 when he debuted. I think it would have been 2013. And I remember that when Sami Zayn debuted back then, that was really good. Like NXT by then was good. Like it was so cool. I remember he like faced Kurt Hawkins and beat him, and then like Cesaro came out and issued like an open challenge or something. Like he beat someone, then issued an open challenge, and then Sami Zayn came out and beat him, and then it just sort of kept going from there. It was really good. Like just NXT back then was a lot better. And I've been the biggest NXT supporter since it changed to this format. I loved it, but it's just this last while I feel they've gotten complacent in their success really. But next match we have Bayley versus Asuka for the NXT Women's Championship, and again not a whole lot of build to this. People, when it was announced, were like, "Oh my god, it's going to be amazing," but they've really done nothing to build to this. There was a video package thing on this week's episode. That was it. I mean, what is this? WrestleMania 28 and 29 when The Rock and Cena were going up, and we just got a preview each week? I mean, come on. But I mean, there was the tag match thing with Bayley and Asuka versus Eva Marie and Nia Jax. There was that, and there was, I think, when the match was announced, and that was it. Like, if someone is hearing, oh, when people say, oh, NXT's amazing, and they come and watch this, I wouldn't be surprised if they're like, oh, this is shit, I don't understand why people are so excited about this. And understandably so, nothing's happening to interest you in watching the TakeOver. I don't get it. Really don't get it. But, honestly, I don't know who's going to win this one. I would say Asuka since Bayley's had the title for a while, but I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know what they could really do with Asuka. But it's not like they have loads of promos and stuff on NXT. It's not like they really do a lot on NXT anymore. So maybe Asuka will win it. But I feel like they haven't been using like newer talents really, especially the women. I mean, they've got like Liv Morgan and Peyton Royce and Billie Kay, Alexa Bliss. I don't feel like we're really seeing enough of these. They're not making these newer stars like back years ago. Like when they were building Bayley and that, there was loads of women, and they were always having matches all the time. I don't feel like they're really doing that now. It's strange. It's really strange. Even the guys, there's not as much happening with the guys either. I just feel like they're not putting the same effort into NXT anymore. Maybe that'll change. I don't know. Next we have Finn Balor versus Samoa Joe. I couldn't believe the preview for NXT on WWE.com. They were like, Bull Dempsey is out for revenge or something after the brutal beatdown from Samoa Joe, and I was like, brutal beatdown? And you even seen it on this week's when they showed the replay. He punched him when he was coming down the ramp and locked him in the Coquina clutch for 10 seconds, if that. No exaggeration. That's brutal? Okay. And then he did the same to some other guy. Was it Danny Burch or something? And apparently this was so brutal and Samoa Joe was on a rampage. Okay. But I suppose there's been a long ass build with like the matches with Sami Zayn and that. But when it comes to the two of them, not really. I mean, it was like, what was it, 4 months ago when they had that match at TakeOver London, and they really haven't had much, if any, interaction with each other. There's been promos and what have you, but well, I mean, this week's episode they finally did something in that brawl. That was kind of cool. But apart from that, not a whole lot really. I can understand why people say NXT is overrated. Like now, I would say it is. At times, it is overrated. I mean, American Alpha, their match was really good this week, and the revival. But I mean, apart from that, it was nothing special. And NXT used to be a show that I loved, like really, really loved. Like if you go back and watch my SmackDown vs Raw 2011 videos, like all I spoke about was NXT. Like I would take notes back then, because I didn't really know what to talk about when you're running around all the rooms and stuff. And I would pretty much take note of the entire episode of NXT because it was so good and be talking about it. But like now, I'm just looking forward to watching Lucha Underground. I'm waiting to watch it next. I look forward to watching that more now on a Thursday than NXT. I don't know. I don't know why it's like this. I don't want it to be like this. I want it to be really good, but it's not. Maybe you disagree. You know, tell me in the comments. Tell me how you feel about it. But I don't think it's been that great lately. But that's about it, really. Didn't think I was going to speak this long about it, but you know me. I do tend to yap a lot when it comes to wrestling. But I don't have a whole lot more to say. There's a lot of stuff, news, sort of main roster related. And Triple H just announced some people in that cruiserweight series, which sounds interesting. I'm interested to see what's going to happen with that. But hopefully by that time, I won't have as much wrestling to watch. I think Total Divas will be done by then, which will be good. I think this cruiserweight thing is going to be on a Wednesday or something, or a Tuesday. I'm not sure. But maybe it'll replace Total Divas, and I'll have that to watch instead. And probably a bit of a controversial opinion here, and I'm not lying. I've been enjoying Total Divas more than Raw, SmackDown, NXT, the lot. I just find it a much easier show to watch than wrestling in general. Really, I just think it's better to watch it. It's just how I feel. I'm not trying to be, and I don't know the word to say, an idiot or whatever, but I just think it's an easier show to watch. I can sit there and I can be hooked from start to finish on what's on the story, whether it's a load of bullshit or it's funny or whatever. I'm actually, hooked on it. Whereas NXT or wrestling, any wrestling, I can get quite bored while watching it, and my mind can drift off. I don't know. But gonna wait to watch Lucha Underground now. Hopefully I can upload this while it's happening, while I watch it. I don't know if I will be able to. If not, I'll just have to leave it and upload it after, because my upload's been weird lately, where I can't do much of anything while I'm uploading now. I don't know if the upload something's changed or what have you, but when I'm uploading, I can pretty much do nothing on the internet. It takes so long to load stuff. It used to be a little bit slower, but not like it is now, where I can pretty much do nothing. It's annoying. It's really annoying. Like, I've been uploading videos that I recorded from over a week ago. I'm still uploading that. I did this golf game. I'm still uploading. I'm uploading it right now, actually, just while I was doing this, because I knew it would take a while. Still uploading that from not last Sunday, but the Sunday before. Because I can't do it. I can't upload it while I'm watching stuff, so I have to leave it when I'm not on the computer, or when I'm doing other stuff. But anyways, I'm gonna stop because I don't want this to take forever to upload. But I'm actually gonna have my WrestleMania predictions up tomorrow, because I have a half day at work tomorrow, only work until dinner time, which is really good. And I'm gonna get SmackDown and that watched then, which is really good, because this weekend is just gonna be insane, and not in a good way. With the Hall of Fame, NXT TakeOver, and bloody WrestleMania, which is like 94 hours long now. Not really exaggerating a whole lot there. So I'm just not looking forward to it, just because it's too much, I feel. It might be good, but I mean, it's 7 hours or something, and there's supposed to be like a post-show or something, which could be even more. It's like, ugh, come on. Go for quality over quantity. But we'll see what happens. It could be a good show. I just hate having to watch loads of wrestling in one sitting. I just hate that, which is why I taking a half day tomorrow, so I can get caught up with SmackDown and then Saturday I'll only have NXT TakeOver to watch. So yeah, there's that. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Share your predictions and feelings on NXT if you agree or disagree down in the comments section, and I'll see you for my review Saturday, maybe Saturday morning for you Americanos. It'll be the afternoon time for me. So yeah, see ya.